in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hurricanes will put total leather and we'll get started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
The give to the tailback. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pen their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. Shakes off the defender. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Looking to pass. It's back. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Fletcher. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd knows when to bring it. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quarterback keeps it. Picks up the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious, when he pulls the ball down, he can go shoot up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
Yeah, and you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field, at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays, and he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and been doing it his whole life.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Third down coming up.
We've reached a break and Miami is holding on to the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, we're kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, full right, looking for the chains. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This quarterback part of their running game.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. Got it, looking for the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
LSU.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch on the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
To throw, it's Beck. Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Pressure coming. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign.
He's got it. First down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Runs through a tackle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Marion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for room, it's Fletcher. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third himself thinking here? Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Finally brought down the one.